Welcome to another update of Bath Road. I trust you all had a lovely Christmas. I thought I'd just take the opportunity while the kids are asleep to come and do a quick update. I've done a little bit more to my pits. I picked up some wood from the builders merchants. It came as an L-shaped piece of wood, slightly larger than this. It was probably about to there, so about there, about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. And I've been at my father-in-law's house because he's a joiner, and I've used some of his machinery to reduce them in size and to router a groove all the way down the inside edge of the pit wall. Now this groove was done to assist me in installing lights, and you can see one wall I've actually done, and I've put LEDs inside to try and resemble fluorescent lighting. I've airbrushed this wall and I've added some dirt to the fluoros as well, so they don't stand out too brightly. I've just put them there to add that little bit more ambience, so when I do night scenes or night videoing, it just adds a little bit more interest to the insides of the buildings. So you can see how it's slowly coming up together. You can see that the sleepers sit flush with the timber, and by the time I put the chairs on the top, everything kind of lines up through, and then these areas here in between the two pits will be built up and floors will be put in there. What I'm going to try and do is try and make it so these walls are just fixed in place with screws and not actually permanently fixed, because I'd like to be able to gain access to them should I get a light go down on me, and so I can remove them to do any maintenance or add any extra details to them as well. So basically that's sort of up and coming. I fixed a little bit more track down over there, so most of this area here now, from there all the way through, is pretty much fixed. I've just got a few sidings over the far side. The two outside ones still need fixing, and I need to finish off this cleaning pit area and these few points going down through here and down to the turntable, because this line's got to come in here as well. But it's coming there, bit by bit it's getting there. This area, I'm quite pleased with this area now. So I'll just quickly run through with you what I've done to do my lights. If I just come over to this desk. Basically, this is the size timber that I started with, which you can see is a lot bigger than this. You can see the side is a lot bigger. So basically I've cut them down to the required depth, and even the width as well I've cut down, because they're so close together inside the pits. They had to be cut down to be able to get me to fit those in. The groove, basically what I've done with the groove is I've desoldered lots of these LEDs from the strip LED lighting. I did contemplate on using the whole strip and routering this groove big enough to take a whole strip, but then the lights would have been too close together and there would have been too many lights, so I decided on taking the LEDs off the copper strip, and I basically ran 2 wires from one end right the way through to the other end of the timber, and I've stripped the insulation off of the cables, and I've soldered the LEDs between the 2 wires and all the way down. I routed this gap so that it was the correct depth for the LEDs, so I did suss out the LED depth first before I routed this out. So once the LEDs are in, I fill up all the wires with filler and rub that down to try and make it nice and smooth. And then to get the strips, most of you would be familiar with these insulated fish plates. I basically use these and I've cut them down and I've stuck them over the top of the LEDs so these actually illuminate, and then I've just added some dirt over the top. I've use small bits of filler to fill the ends of these in as well, just so that it kind of closes them off. And I've even ran a bead of filler around the top and around the bottom of the fish plate once it's in place and glued. So that's basically how I managed to resemble fluorescent lights. If any of you know of a better way, I'm all ears. I'm always up for new ideas. This is a little sample here of the chairs in place, if my phone can pick it up. So basically that's what you're going to get on top of the finished thing. So that's it for today. I'll come back soon for more. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.